Hey, it's Jay from the kjandapodcast, and I told Kevin that I was going to leave this little clip in here on this episode that we did for What If Season 3, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I had fun watching the chaos ensue. So, without further ado, here it goes!
Anyways, guess what?
Hey, hot chocolate. Oh, look at that. Oh, frothy and delicious. Oof, that's thick.
That's what I agree.
Not the way you were doing it.
Dad.
You know, I'm not taking that out either.
No, it was already overflowing.
I don't care. I don't give an eighth of a shit. I'm just being an idiot. It's for the gag. I'm doing the fight for the gag. Can you talk so I can clean my fingers?
Nope. Live with it.
Thank you.
Nope. Like I said, leaving it in. You just have to live with that.
Look, I do things on this podcast fully with expectations that I know it's going to be recorded. It's fine.
This podcast is a production of Unfiltered Studios. If you would like to know more about joining Unfiltered Studios, please visit our website at unfpod.com for more information.
Welcome to this episode of the KJ&A podcast. My name is Kevin. I am the K.
Hi, I'm Jay. The Gray.
Okay, I was waiting for it. I was waiting. You had a little bit of a delay there. I had to make sure because you got like a cool added name, and mine I'm the K.
I mean, come up with something. I just added it because my beard's gotten...
No, the K is fine. Look, I remember when I first met you, sir. I thought you were so much older than me.
I mean, did I have my
Because
beard again?
No, you just grayed early. That's all.
That's fair.
You had the gray on the side. And I'm not. That's not meant to be an insult.
I gotta keep remembering.
That was.
Oh, that's right. I had hair.
Yeah, you had the hair, and it was gray on the sides, and I thought you were like way older than me, and I was like, oh shit, we're the same age.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a dick. That's not meant to be an insult.
No. I mean, it's constant at work. Again, I've been mistaken for Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho's up, G's down.
Bringing cheer to the ABC year round. May all you drunks get your wishes.
It's like
Which apparently is Absolute Lime. Everybody loves Absolute Lime.
Absolute Lime. What was that, vodka lime?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do vodka anymore, man.
I don't by itself.
What are you drinking? Is that a blackberry something?
No, that is
Or
Vanilla Crown and Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I do. You know what? I don't usually like the different added flavors that they put in, like Pepsi and all that shit. But there are two that I enjoy. One is the lime Pepsi,
Okay.
and I don't even normally drink Pepsi, but lime Pepsi was good. And then the cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, that was really good.
That one was bomb. I love that one. But anyways, this episode, we're not talking about Jay's beard or how we met or what we're drinking. This time, we're talking about What If Season 3.
The final season of What If.
Good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Maybe you don't know how I feel about it.
Okay, so your anger is fairly justified, seeing that in comic books, What If is just an anthology series of comic books where you just
Of random shit.
stories. There is no interconnectivity, so you don't have Captain Carter as like the main focus of the show.
Yes, thank you. Fuck, I'm glad you saw it. Whoa.
Now, with that still being said, I thought that this version of Captain Carter, not the one from Multiverse of Madness that got sliced in half, was decent. and actually lived up to Steve Rogers' level of Captain America.
Yes.
So I was like, okay,
Yes.
she was a justifiable main character, and she made it to the end of her story, and it was perfectly fine. But we got to meet a lot of great characters along the way, not just her. But we're going to focus on this season specifically. Maybe we'll go back and we'll just peruse the entirety of it. But
Yeah,
right now,
I
it's just
mean,
season
like,
3.
the ones that they did that weren't involved with the rest of them. Like, when I saw What If, I was excited because I was assuming it wouldn't be an interconnected story. I thought it would be like Love, Death, and Robots.
Right.
Where it's just like nothing's connected. It's just random stories. That's what I wanted. I wanted the random fucking stories. But they made them interconnected, made it the... What If is essentially the Captain Carter series.
Well, I mean, there were still episodes throughout each season that kind of like was their own.
Yeah, it was just random.
Like first episode of this season, the Mech Avengers.
Yeah.
Didn't.
That was just for
anything.
funsies. Which is what If should have been.
Agatha Went to Hollywood. Another one that was not connected to anything.
Yeah.
So, I think there were more episodes this season that didn't really connect to anything until towards the end.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But, like, I wanted What If to be like the comic books where... Because, like, I had a few issues of What If. I don't have them anymore. But I had a few issues of What If that were, like, random bullshit. And I love that. It was just, like, a cool, different take on a classic story. Like, what if this happened instead?
Right.
You know, like, I don't know enough about comic books, like, the fact that, what's her name and Howard the Duck had a kid.
Oh,
like,
Darcy.
did that actually happen
No.
in the comic books? Okay.
Not that I know of. Not that I'm aware
Okay.
of.
She's like 9 hours of labor. I'm like, you pushed that motherfucker through? Like,
Yeah,
I hope he had a C-section.
Whole ass egg.
Yeah, I hope he had a C-section, man. But I know that once you start contractions, you can't get a C-section.
Yeah.
So, ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good at all. But they were super cute together, though. Howard the Duck and Darcy were super fucking cute
They
together.
did make an oddly perfect. Now that one did connect to an earlier episode when Thor and through that huge party, and apparently he had gone from planet to planet, and he was just inadvertently destroying planets with the parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, that's cool. Look back to an older episode. We're still in that same universe, and things are just crazy. But he brought back a lot of villains for that one. Freaking Caecilius. They mentioned the Collector. Thanos was back with the Black Order.
Yeah, and they make and they make it open for them to just like have kooky versions of the regular characters, like Loki that was still
Frost Giant.
the Frost Giant, and he's running a fucking Airbnb on goddamn
Jotunheim.
was it no yeah Jotunheim, like the way he's like, oh, would you give us a 4-star review or whatever the fuck, like what the fuck is happening?
I mean, let's be honest. I think Frost Giant Loki's a little bit cooler than just regular Loki.
That's true. And can you believe how like the amount of money they had to have spent on licensing for music?
Oh yeah, because they did use a lot of great music in this.
They use so many old tunes. I'm like, ain't no way none of all that's freeware. Fucking Disney got that cash.
That or it's since they acquired like Fox, maybe they've already got the rights to those songs because of some of the other rights they acquired.
Do they? You think?
I mean, they got so much.
I have no grounds with which to stand on to say one way or the other whether they do it.
Disney itself, Hulu, Fox, ESPN. I mean, it's all housed now under the same conglomerate.
You know what? That makes me think. I was talking to somebody on New Year's. Totally random. We were talking about Google.
Okay.
And how Google Chrome has to shut down for 5 years.
What?
Because it's giving Google a monopoly by doing it. You know, because they're essentially like leading the search engine market. And so Google Chrome apparently has to shut down for 5 years. That's the rule. Like 5 years, they can't make another one. for that long. Because, like, let me tell you, it's like my computer, the web browsers are fighting over each other, like fighting over my attention.
Really?
Because I'll open up Internet Explorer and the Google Chrome be like, hey, I'm not your default browser. Do you want to make me your default browser? And I'm like, no, I'm okay. And then I go to Google Chrome and it's like Internet Explorer is like, hey, I'm not your default browser. Do you want to make me your default browser? And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. It's cool.
See, that sounds like your computer has some mistress issues.
Yeah, like they're judgy as shit. Like they're looking through my webcam while I'm trying to just like Google, I don't know, boobies or something. Whatever people do on the internet now.
Shit, I use Microsoft Edge specifically for Twitch.
Itch?
Twitch.
No, I said Microsoft Itch.
Edge.
Is that what you said?
Edge.
Edge. Oh, okay. I thought you said Microsoft Edge. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Something adventurous.
Ooh, wow! First you reach the edge, and then you
Push past it.
Microsoft scabies.
Stop. No. No, you don't want to stretch that hard. That's when you get an infection. That's right.
Anyways, so season 3.
Yeah, so literally season 3 starts off with, what if the Hulk fought the Mech Avengers?
Yeah, he like became like a fucking Godzilla Hulk.
No. I thought it was hilarious that they basically just adapted Captain America the Winter Soldier's opening and just put Sam Wilson as Cap and Bruce Banner as Sam Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and they're doing that running thing, like, you know, come behind you.
On your left.
On your left. Yeah. Yeah,
Sam
that
Wilson,
was funny.
I put that together. Oh,
Yeah.
Did you?
Except afterwards, it wasn't Sam Wilson being a bitch. It was like
It was
he was
Bruce.
like
It was Bruce.
Bruce being sad, but then Sam's like, well, why don't we just like go talk or whatever? Like, I feel like it was a different reaction than what Captain America did with Sam.
Yeah. I mean, because Sam didn't really project like he had issues. He was just like,
Yeah.
I work down at the VA. It's all good.
But like, also, Sam doesn't have superpowers.
No, in the comic books,
Like,
yes. Here, no.
Yeah, in this one he doesn't have superpowers, but like, he's doing some like superhuman shit now.
I mean, all these
Like breaking the sound barrier and then landing without breaking his fucking shins.
Oh, that's because he has a vibranium suit, sir.
Oh, is that why?
Yes, he got that suit specifically from Wakanda. Yeah. So that's why he. Can,
Okay.
That's why he can do that. It shocks absorbs all she stuff.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
and then but they did show him practicing with that shield.
Oh yeah.
So he could get better
Yes.
at flinging shit and then catching it and then flinging it again.
Yeah. Another reason
So we
why.
can get good with it.
Which is why I was really happy to see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I thought that suit was really good.
I thought that was pretty good. I enjoyed that one. Like, I feel like they really touched on a lot of like not just the amazing portions of like the Avengers and how the government dealt with superhumans and shit. Like, they actually went into like here's the guys who fucked up, or here's the guys that they didn't take.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like the other guy who was like really strong, but he was just unfortunately a black guy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's appropriate, but it's like,
No, because that's exactly how it went down in the comics. I mean, Isaiah Bradley, fought for his country, was experimented on by his country. Then when he does something to save the people under his command, he gets reprimanded for it and gets imprisoned. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That's really bullshit.
but he still has that like, but having to convince him that it's like, hey, America's a little bit different now. Like, granted, it's not fully different now because Oh, I forgot we had to celebrate today,
What's the day? Today's the 6th.
January 6th. Celebrate the riots.
No, we're not celebrating. Hell with those riots.
By celebrate, I mean we're all fucked.
Yay.
Woo. Bucky's. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought the team that they had for these Mech Avengers was interesting, considering that it was Sam, Monica Rambeau, Bucky Barnes, Mark Spector, friggin' Moon Knight finally made his reappearance.
Yeah, they made a lot of different. They had a lot of different Bucky Barnes alternatives in this What If.
Yeah, what else? Red Guardian, Melina Vostokov, and
Yeah, he was funny as shit too.
I was surprised that Nakia was technically a part of this team. I would have thought it would have been Shuri.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, Shuri's probably too busy building the mechs.
Yeah, you didn't see any of Wakanda at all.
No, except for when they were like, Wakanda gave us this, Wakanda gave us that. That's like their ultimate excuse for having super cool shit.
Wakanda did. We got it from Wakanda.
Yeah, we got it from Wakanda. Oh, remember when I gave you that vibranium?
Right.
From Wakanda. From Wakanda.
Derp.
Wakanda. But yeah, that was the first one. What did you think about the Power Rangers
Oh, the giant.
forming together?
I mean, it seemed like the most natural thing to have occurred. Like, oh, Leah, all our mechs can't do anything by itself. Ah, Bruce came up with a protocol. And what does it do? It brings all the mechs together as a one big mech to take out this creature that Bruce took out of himself that technically isn't the Hulk, but they called it the Apex. And it just had the ability to I'm like, the Hulk never had these crazy powers. Why does this creature that is supposedly supposed to be like the Hulk have basically turned gargantuan and then is able to
have a tail
and it expels little versions of itself that it controls. And
Yeah, I
the
don't.
original Avengers take that thing out, but then it comes back. How does it come back? Why? They didn't.
Yeah, I don't.
Without that little bit of explanation, it makes no sense for it to have come back if they just murdered it outright.
I mean, it's another what if. Like, it's whatever. Like, they could do whatever the fuck they want because it's what if. They can just. How did it change after this question? Fixed it.
Well, at least,
Like Captain Carter and Black Widow being besties.
I mean, but Cap and Black Widow are friends in the real universe or in our universe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it just seems like a natural occurrence. Cap befriends Black Widow because she's here and hurt, and he's been hurting for decades. So he's got a lot more hurt. She's got hurt. Yay! We both got pain.
Let's trauma bond.
Yay! Commiserate.
Trauma bond. Yay! Let's go talk to my sisters. I don't wanna.
Braid my hair.
I don't wanna braid my fucking hair. Let's have a sleepover and a pillow fight. No powers. No powers.
I can't get drunk. It's not a power. It's just something I have to live with. Terrible.
Let's see. What is in episode 2?
Oh, we finally got to see the Eternals again.
Yeah, the Eternals appeared for 2 seconds.
Yeah, at least Kingo did.
Yeah, Kingo did,
and all their powers thanks to Agatha having taken them.
Yeah, they took I don't know, they like made Agatha where like the way she thought was the best way to get more powers was to become an actress.
Yeah, and she could use her magic publicly, or at least make it look like she was using her magic, so that Stark would be like, "Oh yeah." So we have young Howard Stark from like, I guess around the time of World War II.
Yeah.
Kingo playing one of his descendants again. And
Yeah, it was like, what was it called? Bali?
Yeah, Bollywood.
Bollywood, yeah. I actually like some of that stuff.
It was interesting. I'll give
the dancing is super fucking cool in Bollywood stuff, but like the over the top action things that they do is like when they like all the guards balled up to create a giant ball that I flung at them. Like, did they know?
But finger guns aren't. That's
dances. Just do the dances. Just do the dances.
I'm like, Agatha took all the other Eternals' capabilities.
All right, so they do that episode, and essentially, Agatha convinces him to
help.
to give her his powers.
Yeah.
And so she beats off the Eternals.
Hey, watch yourself.
I didn't mean it like that. You need to calm it down, sir.
Nope.
Keep it in your pants, sir.
I mean,
Sir, keep it in your pants.
Nope.
We're on video. Keep it in your pants, sir.
It's in my pants.
Oh, okay, sure.
In my pants.
All right, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. We're good. Anyways.
Yeah. So she gets Kingo's powers. She talks to Arishem for like 0.2 seconds, and then Arisham's like, "Oh, fuck y'all, I'm coming to Earth." She manages.
She's like, "No."
Yeah, she manages to take Tiamat's power, and as soon as Arishem gets there, it's a battle of titans, and she whoops his ass.
And Howard Stark gets it all on film.
Oh, Howard was like, "Yeah, I've known you've been a witch the whole time. I know he's an alien."
Yeah, he's
Everybody
like,
in
"I get
Hollywood
it."
has secrets.
It's Howard Stark don't give a shit about anything.
He gives 2 8s.
He either needs to learn or be making money. That's all he cares about.
Oh, as long as he can finish this film, he doesn't give a fuck. He was spending as much money as he could. He was doing that.
In this one, he wasn't using science though.
No.
It's like instead of science, he was going movie route.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want, and they're like, okay,
it's perfectly fine.
that's fine, go for it. But Agatha decides to be a decent human being at the end of it.
Yes, fact.
And not destroy the world with her powers.
True. Thanks to Kingo's big speech.
Yeah, he gives her a big speech, and she's like, oh, maybe I should have friends instead of destroying everyone.
Like, I mean, again, haven't talked about the Eternals since the Eternals movie.
And they probably will not talk about them ever again.
No, they have to, because, again, they're using this Celestial in Captain America Brave New World that damn near destroyed the world. So they have to bring them
They're
back
using it? What are they using it for?
Apparently it's composed of adamantium. And that's what this whole big fight is over. Because it's made of...
Oh, they're fighting over getting the adamantium?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's a way to bring in
The X-Men.
X-Men.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Segue.
Okay.
And I think...
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it works. I'm hoping it goes over without a hitch. We'll see how it goes.
I mean, they don't need to keep up. Like, I feel kind of bad, honestly, for those actors who are stuck doing the same character for a long time. Like, I mean, personally, for me, it's like, oh, I got $20 million. Oh, this must be terrible.
But hold on.
But, like, for them as actors who are genuinely just trying to, express their craft, like, it probably is shitty. Doing the same thing over and over again and being typecast.
I mean, let me put it to you like this. When it came to Marvel, these actors could still do other movies, other projects, while they were still working with Marvel. When it was DC's turn to do it with Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, and Gal Gadot, they signed them, but they said you couldn't work on any other projects. So you didn't see them in any other films doing anything. They could do TV series, but they couldn't do films. So they were stuck. Which is why their universe failed. And hopefully James Gunn has enough long sight to keep these people working when they're not doing DC movies.
I mean, look, I'm not an actor, obviously, but I feel like they work some long ass hours.
Yeah.
Like they work like 16-hour fucking days to get these movies done. And like I feel like personally if I could like cut out for a year for my kids and come back with a few million and be like, I'm done. I don't have to do anything else. That's it. Like I'd be fine. I don't have to work again. I got enough. Let's just disappear now. And then they'll probably put me in a few documentaries later on when people who enjoyed my show talk about it. And that's all I need for the rest of my life. I can do whatever the fuck I want. But these guys are like doing consistent acting like Like they have enough time to go home and sleep and come back and do more acting.
Oh, I mean,
Like,
look at some of them are doing movies, stage shows, then doing TV, and then jumping back into another movie. But when you think about it, it's actors who are either fairly young or have just been doing this the majority of their life.
or they
That's
get
all
that
they
one
know.
good role,
Oh yeah, I mean, look at
and
Hugh
that's
Jackman.
yeah.
Man,
You get that
playing
one,
Wolverine forever
yeah,
until he's 90.
yeah. He will be Wolverine until he's dead.
Yeah,
But at least he had a chance to get the mask on. That made me happy.
he got the mask on.
He got the mask on.
He has played Jean Valjean. He has been the Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman was such a fucking good musical. I love musicals most of the time, but like that one was exceptionally good.
He was in Australia. He was in Chappie. He was
Australia.
in Real Steel.
He does a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman is really like I just want let me make enough one time where I don't have to work again. I guess that's showing my age and like how I was raised, but like if I make more than $500,000 in one go, I'm like I don't have to do shit ever again. I'm done. Spent. It's over.
at least, yeah, because you can branch that out into different things, and it'll accrue.
Because I'm content with one little thing. It's like I'll buy a house and be like, all right, mission accomplished. This 100,000 should last me enough for electricity, water, and food until I'm dead. Done. Done. I'll do this podcast and I'll design video games until I die. Done.
It's not bad.
Where'd Kevin go? He's fucking hiding out in his hidey hole in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yep. In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere.
Doing
In the middle of
things.
nowhere. So episode 3.
Yeah. What if the
That's the Red Guardian.
Yeah. What if the Red Guardian stopped the Winter Soldier? Stopped him from doing what? Killing the Starks when he got the Super Soldier formula to take back to Hydra to make their elite unit of other Winter Soldiers. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know how he stopped him with the most powerful power of all.
A lot of talking.
Friendship.
I
The
was
power
thinking-
of friendship. My Little Pony has made its step into the Marvel Universe.
Now, hear me out. When you see Black Widow and you see Alexei in America, he's very dutiful. He is kind of no nonsense after he gets to where he needs to get.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this version is like already the silly, over-exaggerated, I've been in prison, long beard, got tattoos version that happens after all the time has passed. And friggin' Natasha is the Black Widow now. I'm like, why are you so goofy now? This makes no sense. Stop.
Because of who's playing him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. David Harbour is hilarious.
I love David Harbour. I cannot wait for that last season.
Oh, yeah, Stranger Things. Yeah.
Stranger Things, I cannot wait. It's going to be... If it's as good as the rest, dude, I cannot wait. I can't wait.
They're saying this ride is going to be like the big finale. Like, it ends in a bang.
Dude, the only season I didn't really give that much of a shit about was the second one.
That's fair.
Like that was the only one where I was like, meh. All the rest of them have been like so fucking good. I can't wait.
And, like, your first season always gives you that super high.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, how you continue it either is going to keep people watching or have people drop off. And I would say maybe season 2 did have a few people drop off. But once they came out with season 3, just like...
There was like, oh!
They ramped that shit back up.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Friggin' Mind Flayer, baby.
Oh my god, that was so fucking good. And they brought it back to the beginning again.
Yeah.
Too. And then like the way they ended it, you were like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, what the fuck?
Shit, season 4's in, like, everything you found out about 11's past. Perfection.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's...
you
Oh
knew
my
just
god.
enough, but you didn't know that
Yeah, and like it's like a whole other. Like at first you thought, oh, it's just like some other parallel dimension where like these monsters are coming through. No, it's a whole world that just copies. Like, oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good. Anyways, so Red Guardian.
I'm sorry. It was just like
He beats him with the power of friendship.
I mean, he does stop him from killing, and then, of course, Bucky's just he doesn't know who he is, so he hasn't come to remember who he is at all. And by the end of the episode, he gets brainwashed again.
Yeah, but he was saying that was gonna happen. He's
Yeah,
like,
he knew it
"Hey,
was gonna happen.
run! I'll kill you!" Like,
But I'm like,
fucking hide.
Two fucking super soldiers. Two super soldiers couldn't take down the friggin' Red Room guards. Those guys are just some not even high tech suits.
And like, why did they bring in Goliath this season? Like, they never mentioned him ever until this season.
I mean, no. He was a part of a multiverse, well, not a multiverse team, but a early team of possible Avengers in last season. And he...
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, he wasn't an active member. Let me tell you, I had a motherfucker who could grow, because that was the thing with Ant-Man. Ant-Man was like, oh, I can't grow, haven't figured that shit out yet, because it makes your atoms too late. But Goliath was fine with it?
Yes, because he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, but this is way before that.
Yes, but they were working on this technology at that time. So Ant-Man was probably doing his own thing somewhere else, and he was doing this.
Oh, so Goliath was specifically working on just the growth part?
Yes.
And Ant-Man was working on Pym was just working on the tiny part?
Look, I just know what I know, and in 616, or at least our version of 616, the movies, yes, Foster was Pym's partner. Growth, shrink.
I'm calling bullshit.
You can call bullshit all you want.
I am!
Go watch the goddamn movie on Disney Plus then. Suck a dick.
Suck a dick! Hold on. Wait, I'll find it. Hold on. I'll find it.
Trying to find your suck a dick stickers.
I'm looking for it. Hold
Kiss my ass folder.
on. Bullshit!
His mini banner of bullshit.
That's a post-it of bullshit!
I said what I said. Mini banner.
You enjoy my post-it of bullshit. You like it.
I said mini banner just so I could be like, it's the Hulk, and he's small.
Mini banner. Anyway, I thought that it was pretty fun, except the Winter Soldier knew that he was going to be fucked at the end of it.
Yeah, but again, I'm still sitting here like, two super soldiers couldn't take down Red Room guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
Bro, you got a shield, you got a metal arm, you both are super strong, super fast, agile as fuck. If Alexei wasn't so goddamn,
Yeah.
I'm like, you
Fucking.
could have done this.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. He's the Russian Captain America. He's Captain Russia.
Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what they. Oh god, yeah, the ending was dumb though. Like he just pops in on the fight for New York, right beside
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. They're doing that circle thing,
Fucking goofy,
you know.
like,
And he pops. He's like, "Hey, okay, we're stopping the bad guys, right?"
so dumb.
That's just so funny.
It fucking hurt so bad.
Hey, we're stopping these bad guys now, right?
He's having too much fun in the voice acting world. He needs to calm down.
Oh yeah, that would be me all day long.
Just being goofy. as fuck.
Here we go. Look, I can do Russian. Somebody hire me.
Little Russian. Yeah.
A little bit of Russian. Look at me. I'm Red Guardian. Oh, don't look out for me.
Don't forget
I have vibranium shield too.
fascist American beak. Yes,
Fascist American pig.
Correct.
Oh, I like this beer.
Obadiah did have pretty badass beard.
Anyways, so season 4, we're never gonna get through all this.
I know it's so hard.
Season 4, Howard the Duck and Darcy go on a cruise. They fall in love during one of Thor's ragers.
Yeah, and apparently get hitched in Vegas.
And then they have a kid.
Well, an egg.
An egg, yeah.
And then
And they're waiting for it to hatch, but everybody wants it.
But it was during the egg was.
During the omelet stage?
I mean, would you say birthed?
I'm trying not to think about the fact that she squeezed a giant egg through her cooter. That's all I'm trying not to think about. I don't want to think about that.
I want to say expunged. I'm going to go with expunged.
I'm really hoping it was a C-section. But from the way she acted, and she talked about 9 hours of labor, I don't think it was.
Good. Okay, so she had an egg.
She had an egg.
And, yeah, it was during the convergence. So apparently any child born under the convergence was supposed to gain a lot of power. So everybody wanted the egg. So the Grand Master tries to get them on a cruise. Yondu's, Yondu decided to...
Yondu wants it. Everybody wants that fucking
but the
egg.
Collector hired Yondu. And he got taken down by Caecilius, who also wanted the egg. Who also took down the Collector. And then while they're on Loki's planet of Jotunheim, the Black Order show up. They call Thanos. Malekith shows up.
And Thanos just looks... Every time Thanos shows up in this season, he's like confused.
You called me
for an egg? You called me for an egg? And there's like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then he dies. Easily. Every time.
Yeah, but in this, so the egg hatches and it starts emitting energy and it starts blasting people left and right. And then as it's almost about to hatch, people are like scrambling over both Darcy and Howard. And then it just emits a huge energy burst that like literally fries everybody in the area except for
Darcy and Howard.
And Birdie is born.
Yeah. And then like when you see her later, at first I was like, who the fuck is this? Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it's the baby.
It's a baby. But I thought this one, when like they brought up so many old songs in this one.
Oh yeah. Was it Kiss?
Like, it's so many. I'm not good at that. Just like I'm not good with people who sing it and the names of songs. I just know there was a lot of famous songs that I could sing to, and I was like, what are you doing?
We've got
what are you doing? Have you seen how ducks have sex? How do they do it?
Corkscrew.
That's a goose, not a duck, I think.
Sure.
Pretty well. No, maybe I'm thinking chickens, because chickens don't actually have. They just kind of like rub holes against each other until something spits out and gets in the right hole.
Sounds like fish. Hey, look, here's these eggs. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Done. Bye.
Sex.
Wow, you guys are...
Big bang boom, sex.
Yeah, to which I say, wow, you guys are boring.
Man, this is lame. Unless they get that good feeling and they can do it whenever the fuck they want.
I mean, there could be that.
If they're just like, oh shit, eggs. Oh.
I don't want to be born a fish, though.
I mean, I don't want to be born a fish either.
I don't want to be fished. Literally yeeted out of existence.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, so next one, episode 5.
Yeah. What if the emergence destroyed the Earth? So again, they brought back the freaking Eternals for like 0.2 seconds because apparently Tiamat did destroy the world. But before that, Quentin Beck apparently took over Stark Industries.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he used nothing. It's like nanotech. He used holograms.
Yeah, he just used nanotech to take over the world. And apparently take over Vision. So he was like,
It kind of reminded me of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like the next to last season.
oh yeah, when they were out in space.
Yeah, they were out in space the whole
Yeah,
time, and like everything was a shithole, and people got food pellets.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
future, in
Hmm.
space. That season was kind of crazy. I finished that one.
Yeah,
I think I
yeah.
finished that one, but I didn't watch the
I
season.
finished that one, but I never. Did they do the season in the '80s after that?
I don't know if it was the '80s. I know they jumped back to the past for some reason.
Yeah, it was in the past, and I remember them flying over, and that's the last I had paid attention.
Yeah, I feel like I need to
I didn't
go
think
watch it.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't terrible.
It wasn't. I think it was because it started diverging from, I guess, the core
Yeah,
stuff, and it was trying to do its own thing.
yeah. Once it started trying to do its own thing, it was kind of like, do you have to do the time in the multiverse like everybody
No, not
fucking
even that.
else?
Like trying to tee up the Inhumans, and they originally had plans to do an Inhumans movie, but then that fell through, and they decided to do a series, and the series was garbage. So they were like, well, now that that's happened, so we're gonna make sure that Agents of Shield is not canon, but I think it's canon again.
I don't know. I
Seems
like,
strange.
I really like Coulson though, and I wish he hadn't died. I like Coulson.
Yeah, Coulson was cool. He was like an
Mm.
integral part of bringing the team together. Like literally, the man
Yeah,
the man literally went around searching for them, except for Iron Man because Nick Fury decided I'm going to go say hello to this son of a bitch by
yeah.
myself.
Look, he had a card of you, and it says blood on it. Sorry, but here you might want this.
Terrible.
Oops, sorry.
Damn you, Nick.
But yeah, so a girl from the future saves the world because apparently in every iteration she loses.
Oh, you talking about Riri?
Riri,
Yeah.
yeah, Riri always loses, and apparently the Watcher got tired of seeing it.
Yeah. So this is the first. Well, this is not the first time that he intervenes, but it's the first time this season that he intervenes with anything, and then that subsequently puts eyes on him from the Eminence, the Incarnate, and the Executioner, who are the
Yeah,
big three of the Watchers.
yeah, because he intervenes just by putting in her head, "Don't
Fight.
give up, keep fighting, keep fighting, don't give up." I thought that he intervened earlier in that.
I mean, no, this was the first time he intervened this particular season, but he hadn't intervened with any of the stories.
That's right. That's right. This season he didn't, but like he had obviously intervened when
Oh
he
yeah,
made like the Avengers who stopped.
yeah,
Uh,
Infinity Ultron.
yeah, and then and so that's pretty much it. Like she tries to fight, she almost loses. Using like Vision's body.
Yeah, she manages to EMP his ass, then take his body, break him down, turn herself into a human synthezoid hybrid.
Yeah, she like uses his body as a suit
Yeah, but then
essentially.
basically all the resistance that was helping her the entire time get killed. Beck's about to take her out, but then because the Watcher gives her this will to fight back, she literally takes all the nanites from Quentin Beck. He unalives, and she gives the
Yeah.
world hope again with the Avengers symbol made from the nanites.
Yeah, she creates a giant Avenger symbol in the world. Like, honestly, how are people still living on the pieces of Earth?
Again, look at nowhere though. Like, where's the atmosphere? Where is it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Is it just enough chunks close together to create some sort of
I
semi-atmosphere?
I don't think that. I think that they're using the fact that people don't know a lot about gravity and how it's created
Yeah.
to use it because they're like, oh yeah, there's parts of Earth, so there's part gravity. It's fine.
No. It's not part gravity.
They don't know.
There's no core.
There's no core, but you have no idea how gravity's made. Nobody does. Maybe if you throw a big enough rock that has nothing in it up into space, it gets gravity. No one's been on an asteroid.
Centrifugal force?
No one fucking knows.
Centrifugal
They assume.
force.
They assume the centrifugal force from all those space movies where they have the shit spinning in space and they think that's going to create gravity. That's assuming. They don't know shit, sir. They don't know shit. Yeah, you can do the like people knowledge. I'll do the science knowledge, sir. sir. Anyways, so she wins, and then we go to Shang-Chi.
Yeah, what if 1872? And apparently
Yeah.
Shang-Chi is his hero name is the Ten Rings, and Kate Bishop is Hawkeye, obviously. But you get to see John Walker, not a super soldier, just a dick.
Yeah, just an asshole.
But yeah, that was. I mean, I thought that was an interesting story. We haven't even seen the Hood yet because he's supposed to pop up in Ironheart later this year.
Yeah,
But
and the
this
Hood is just
But this is
like
an intro to the character is pretty interesting, or at least the power set that could be used by the character.
yeah, because they thought because like he was chasing after the Hood, who supposedly had a sister, and it turns out that spoiler alert,
Obvious, because this is what we do. You had
his
at least 2
his
weeks.
sister is the Hood. What?
But her story was the Hood thought he was after me, but I was after
I
him,
was after the Hood.
and I took his power and made
Ooh!
But then she teams up with 1872 version of Sonny Birch, who was also in Ant-Man and the Wasp, who acquires technologies and such. But then he conscripts all these immigrants, Chinese immigrants, who have been working on the railroads and such, and puts them on this train, a hover train, no less, with stock tech. Stock tech now.
Stock tech now. You need to pay attention now.
Now, this is the second time in the series that the Watcher intervenes, and he saves a child. What's the child's name?
Shit.
Kwai Jun Fund.
Yeah, he saves the kid because the kid's like about to die, and he's like, roll off the side of the train or whatever the fuck he tells him to do. It was something simple like get off the side or whatever. So, but then he saves the kid, and the kid's like obviously going to be the next
Iron Fist.
Oh yeah.
That kid's got iron fists.
Oh,
Terrible.
look at him go!
But yeah, Kate ends up shooting.
His sister, and is like, "Oops, sorry."
But then he's like, "Nope, you didn't kill my sister. The Hood killed my sister a long time ago." So I was like, "All right, he's cool with it."
At least he wasn't a dick.
No,
They could have went one
no,
or two ways.
Because his sister was probably about to slit his throat right in the snow.
Yeah,
So
yeah. They had. It could have went one or two ways.
That fight was phenomenal, though.
It was good.
It was really good choreography for a animated fight.
Yeah, I feel like this. A lot of this was a lot of that, like people actually doing it, and then like animating over it,
Oh yeah.
sort of thing. I think that I like that shit. That was fun though. This one was a pretty solid one, even though they just like used it as an excuse for the Watcher to do something else,
Yeah.
interfere with something else.
But because he does that,
Yeah.
he gets yoinked by those Watchers.
And why did they? Okay, so they go. Apparently, Peggy Carter made a like a time team.
Yes, and it consisted of Storm, the goddess.
Yeah,
of
where did fucking Storm come from?
Because
Having Thor's hammer.
Again,
Did I forget that other
no,
episode?
they had not shown her in a past.
Okay, I thought I had forgot something because I was like, where the fuck did she come from?
No, yeah, you had Birdie all grown up. You had Kahori who popped up in the last season.
Yeah.
You had Captain Carter, and then Storm, the goddess of thunder.
Yeah, and I was like, and she had Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck did this? I thought it was like an episode I had missed.
No, do not worry about it. That was her first appearance, and her last appearance is in episode 8.
Fucking like
unfortunate, but it's awesome as fuck.
Yeah, and I was like,
she
where
was
the
already powerful enough. She's an Omega
Right?
level mutant with the ability to control the entirety of weather. But now you've given her godlike powers over thunder
Yeah, what the fuck?
and lightning. Oh shit! Come on, son. Come on.
And then
Come on, son.
and then Birdie, like they don't even explain her power. She was just born during the convergence, and so she was just could do pew-pews.
shoot beams from her head and
Yeah,
fly.
and she had wings.
Yeah, and she had the ability. I mean, I guess in knowledge of machinery because she was a tech genius that could just build anything. Apparently.
Yeah, and the alternate universe, Kiari or whatever, where she had like the portals and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool as fuck.
Yeah, that episode
I
was
thought
awesome.
that was yeah, that was a good episode too when they were like doing the fighting and like she's learning like I guess it was some version of the Tesseract that fell into a lake,
Yes, but
and so it created an alternate universe.
yep, and her people would walk through it and be on the other side. But while they were on the other side, I guess in this alternate universe, in this pocket dimension, they were gaining all these crazy powers. And
Yeah.
she just happened to be one of them. But then she led all those people back into our reality. So it's not just her
Like,
with
let's fight the
superpowers.
fucking colonists.
Yeah, it's not just her with superpowers. She's like a whole tribe that has superpowers.
Yeah, but they all thought that they were stuck. They were like, "There's a portal up there, but we can't get to it, so
Until she
fuck it."
learned. This is how you do it. Pew!
Yeah, you're like, "Motherfucker!"
But yeah, I mean, that episode basically is like a bridge, so you get to see this new team of slightly multiversal adventures saving the planet from some giant squid monster, which usually seems to be the case nowadays.
Yeah, it's like a giant. It's like everything that's in space automatically becomes a squid.
Or just gets attacked by squidlies.
Yeah,
Goddamn squidbillies.
the fucking squid billies. God damn it!
Yep. So they save the Guardians of the Galaxy, who are now living on Nova Prime. Or
I mean, yeah, yeah.
what was the name of
Because
that planet?
that was
It's not Nova Prime.
wasn't
Nova
that
Prime,
Planet Nova? Wasn't it?
It's damn it. I can't remember because it technically was destroyed by Thanos when he got the Power Stone.
Yeah. It was in
Xandar.
Xandar. That's it. Yeah. Xandar.
Took a second.
Oh, you got that one. Pulled it out just in time.
But yeah, so, but then as they're, I guess, celebrating the win, 3 shards from the 5th dimension just fall.
Yeah, because apparently they punch the fucking Watcher so hard
Yeah.
that shards of the time fall to that version of Earth.
Like, goddamn, chill out. Take
Yeah.
it easy.
Calm it down, guys. Like, it's just a bunch of bald guys fighting a bunch of bald guys. Like, fucking
Yeah.
tone it down.
So
Sock!
yeah, it's basically a bridge episode to the last episode.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to find their way to get to the 5th dimension.
They're like, we have these time shards, so obviously that means the Watcher's in trouble.
Yeah. So
Does it?
let's see. They try just outfitting a pod with a bunch of extra tech and a piece of the shard. They send it out. They try to make it open up the portal. Doesn't work. Explodes. And then Storm tries to use her godly powers to open up the portal. Also, while smacking the shard
Yeah.
with a freaking
Hit
hammer.
right away.
Yeah. Nope. That does not
No.
work. So then the final idea that they have is we have to find a version of Infinity Ultron, beat his ass real quick, reprogram him, and get him to take us to the 5th dimension.
Yeah, but then they get there and he's like, yeah, I've been here for like a really long time.
Yeah, but Peggy goes by herself after having a good talk with Storm, and Storm's like, you ain't got to do this by yourself. But Peggy's like, I don't want to lose people. So Peggy goes
Yeah.
off on her own anyway. And
Ultron's just like, I know it's a few eons too late, but I fucked up.
Yeah, see?
I kind of fucked up.
It's like
So, my bad.
There's no peace without life.
Yeah.
There's no life.
He's like, you
without
gotta have war with peace.
Yeah. They kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah, so he's like, my bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
By the time the team shows up, Peggy's shield is broken and all they can find is Ultron, so they start smacking his ass, and he's like, I
Yeah.
don't need to chill the fuck out. So he just hits him with the time stone, locks him in place, tells him what happened. He's like, alright, yeah, I want you.
I'm gonna help you.
Yeah. So that's basically how that episode ends. Again, segues into the final episode.
Yeah, where essentially they it's a giant fight scene.
Yeah, it's literally a huge fight between them, but you get to learn how Uatu became a Watcher.
Yeah.
what his name is, because I don't think he's actually said his name until now.
Yeah. And then he makes them all part Watchers?
Yeah, no, they took the oath to become Watchers, so all 4 of them became Watchers, and then used their new powers to fight against the Eminence, the Executioner, and the Incarnate.
Yeah, and they beat their ass until they ain't got no powers no more because they go to Strange's world
Oh yeah, the
that he created.
the evil Strange, which he was just misguided. He was misguided Strange.
Yeah, he was just misguided because he just wanted to get his girlfriend back.
That's right.
And so he created a whole new world, even though it destroyed himself.
Yep.
He created a whole new world just
He
to.
is the lifeblood of that universe, so he is.
So he's the Watcher. He has all power.
Consciousness that keeps that whole universe together.
Yeah. Yeah, and so like when Watchers go there, like Watchers can't even see it, but if they go there, they have no powers.
Yep.
So that's how they win. Yeah.
Will is law.
Yeah, so that's how they win. They send the Watcher and the 3 there, and they're like, superpower! Oh no! Superpower! Oh man!
Yeah, all thanks to Peggy.
Uh-huh.
Sacrificing herself and stopping them from using apparently the ultimate Watcher power, which almost
Yeah.
like the living tribunal for some reason because
It did.
Yeah.
It did because they just did a big spinny.
Yeah.
And that's how you win. Super spinny.
But yeah, at the end of the series, they send off Peggy's shield, and then they're like a whole kind of intro outro, but you see a whole bunch of new variants that we'll never see because it's the end of the show.
Yeah, yeah. How dare you? Like you could just what if anything. You didn't have to make it a story.
Yeah.
It would have been fine. Just make a bunch of piddly little bullshit that doesn't even have to be in the timeline. Just
Again,
fucking like have fun with it.
The majority of the season was not interconnected until like the last few episodes. There was like inklings in episode 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And then it took full hold in episode 7 and 8. But that's it.
But they didn't need any of that. They could have just bullshitted the whole thing. They didn't need to end it. They could have ended it or not ended it, and I wouldn't have felt like, oh, they ended a story. No, oh, well, that episode's over, so
Again,
it doesn't matter.
If they had followed the proper anthology rhythm, again, Love, Death, and Robots, Secret Level, Oat
Yep.
Studios,
Yep.
all these just, here's an idea, run with it for an episode.
Yeah, run with it for like 10 minutes. Done.
Done. Walk away.
Yeah, and it would have been great. I love that shit. I love it. I don't need a long story. Give me a little bit. If you can make me give a shit about a character in that 5 to 10 minutes, you are an amazing storyteller.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like some of those other episodes that we talked about before, the Oak Studios and the Love, Death, and Robots, where it's like, what was that one where it was the Lady of the Lake and the night?
Oh, God, yeah, that shit was crazy. But that was during the time of the Conquistadors. That
Yeah,
shit was
but
nuts.
But it was like you gave a shit about all those characters in that short amount of time. And I think they barely talked that whole time. But it was like...
Yeah, like the goddess or whoever of the lake did not speak a word. She did a lot of screaming and a lot of murdering.
Right.
But,
as you do when you own a lake.
Yeah. And people are trying to steal treasures from you.
Like, no, my treasure, bitch.
This is my hoard.
It's my hoard.
You may not have my hoard.
You will not touch my hoard.
Oh, yeah, basically.
And then he's like, hey.
I mean, yeah.
What's up?
That's
Chuck?
how she lures you in, bro.
What's up?
No, said it. But yeah, season 3 of What If. If you were to give it a rating overall.
Oh. 6.5.
The whole just the season itself, nothing else.
Just the season, because I thought that a lot of the things are really good. I enjoyed some of the fight scenes. I thought the concepts were fun, but it kind of burned me out. The fact that it had to be part of a bigger whole. It doesn't need to be part of a bigger whole. Like, it's enough. In my opinion, it's just like, why fucking deal with this shit? Like, there's no reason.
Okay.
There's no reason. In my opinion, like, what if should have just been separate little piddly bullshits that have no interconnectivity, but they made it the Peggy Carter show. Guest starring The Watcher.
It was always Watu's story.
Oh, fuck you.
Peggy just played a role in it.
You making me sick.
Whatever. Giving it a solid 8. This is probably the better season because again the majority of the episodes had nothing to do with Peggy at all. Not until episode 7.
That's true. That is true. No, it was episode. It didn't have to do with Peggy, but it had to do with the Watcher.
Yeah, I mean the Watcher
connecting to Peggy.
Yeah, the Watcher did made his little influence known in like episode 6.
Episode
5.
5. Yeah.
So first time in 5, second time in 6, then Peggy shows up in 7.
But the fact that they brought Peggy back like every fucking season, I'm like, come on, man.
Because the Watcher just created this weird bond with her for whatever reason.
Yeah, boo fucking who, keep it in your pants, you lonely bald man.
I don't see any other Watchers being all like, Steve Rogers, you the shit, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, bitch. You my bro.
Yeah, no, just Peggy, just Captain Carter. But not Multiverse of Madness, because she's dead. Very, very unalived.
Yeah, because she's alive. That's the difference. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That's what
When
happens.
you fight the Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch don't play.
These are facts.
We all know this. Scarlet Witch don't play. Scarlet Witch will fuck you. Hard.
Good ways and bad ways. Kind of hoping for both.
Hard. Oh, look. I have more hot chocolate.
I couldn't finish it.
I'm done.
Tea
Ah! Alright, well, guess what? It's the end of the episode.
Yes.
Jay! Where can they find us?
Don't forget, you can always email us at kjandapodcast@gmail.com. You can call us at 858-848-5562, KJNA. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon, where you can find 6 hours of bonus content, and if you just want to donate to a podcast in need, buymeacoffee.com/KJNA podcast.
We're just a lonely podcast with no money.
We're so destitute.
Please, I'm living. This little white wall behind me is the only wall I own. Everything else is big empty gaps, and it's snowing today.
It's hot. It's cold.
It's hot. I'm so sad. Apparently, I have to do a 3/4 picture.
Oh,
Can't even show it.
it's so shiny.
Yeah, that's me.
It's so shiny.
Look how giant my head is. Anyways.
Ah, yes, the power of the 0.5.
Ah, yes, the 0.5. That's it. Just make your head look giant. Anyways. Thank you so much for listening. We love you. We'll see you next time.